Hey, welcome back to My Day Off in Florida. Today I am joined by Mike Roe, and we are checking out Slotrax. I know I talked about it in my last video, and this is probably the best home racing slot car track in Florida right now, and I know it's one of the best collections I've ever seen. So Mike, tell the guys a little bit about yourself and what it took to build this beautiful track.
Well, I've been in slot cars for a little over 20 years now. Started back in Delaware, where I'm from originally, and I built this track when I moved down here about 8 years ago. When I built this, it took me about 2 months, roughly on and off, working on weekends.
So Mike, you've been running a club here for quite a while. Now, I've been a member for, 3 years now. He runs every single Tuesday night, which is some commitment. And you've got a group of about 14 to 20 guys that show up every single week to race on this track. Now, what has it taken to actually get those guys interested in this enough to come every week and spend their time with you?
That's a good question. My commitment, first of all, is I've spent countless hours building cars, trying to build a type of racing that is competitive for everyone. We race magnets here. I know there's a lot of no magnet racing, but I prefer magnets because it's easier to control competitive nature of the sport. Our group is very competitive, and all the races usually with the top 5 to 6 cars are within a lap at the end of our races. The newer guys, we kind of split things up, so we've got a group A and group B to keep guys that feel like they're progressing without trying to compete with us.
Now, another thing Mike does that's really rare in the slot car community, you build most of the cars that go on this track every week for the guys that actually race here. And for any of you at home that want to run competitive slot cars, I cannot recommend enough you check out Slotrax. You can see it on our shirts right here. They have a Facebook customer community where he actually will build you your own slot car. He 3D prints the chassis, he 3D prints the wheels, you make custom axles. I mean, these cars are far from box stock. Now, I'm not saying they're gonna be the cheapest cars on the planet, but you're gonna get a quality product that is gonna be competitive against the other cars you buy from Mike. Like, if you buy 4 classic GT cars, they're gonna run within like a 1/10 or 2 of each other.
Actually less.
Yeah, I mean, these cars
100th.
are tuned to race together like you have never seen before, and you're going to be able to go out there and do an IROC race, or if you've got a group of guys and you say, look, all of us go on and spend the money, let's buy these classic GT cars from Mike, and they're all going to be exactly the same. And if you need spare parts, Mike makes all the parts for them. He 3D prints everything right here. Like, I'm blown away with the quality of stuff this gentleman makes.
You can buy any car. You can buy a Ninco, you can buy an SCX, you can buy a Fly, a Scale Electric, and they're all going to be designed with a chassis of mine that I design on my computers and print right here in-house, and they're all going to be, usually I test all the cars and I test them all in the same lane, and they're usually within less than a 1/2 I won't quit until every car, usually I can put them together, put them on the track, and they're within that 1/2 right off the bat. They're that easy to set up once I've got all the templates in place.
I tell you guys, it's been really interesting coming into this community and watching you build over the years even too. From when I started 3 years ago to now, it's mind-blowing. He used to cut the chassis apart, glue them all together, like hodgepodge them to make these cars, and they flew around this track.
Frankenstein cars.
And I still have a lot of my Frankenstein cars.
I race pretty much most of the cars I race all the time and win with are still the Frankensteins.
Yeah, but all that effort that went into designing those cars, he then learned to 3D print and started building these chassis to mimic those cars. And now it takes him half the time to build these for us.
Yeah,
I mean, for the whole community here that's racing.
I mean, I design all the wheel bushings, the guide flags, half interiors. I can 3D print bodies now. The only thing I don't need, the only thing I gotta buy is the motors, magnets, and tires.
And it really is amazing, guys. Like I said, if you just need guide flags for your cars, you know how hard it is to just go out and find them? Well, you could call Mike and be like, I want 100 guide flags. He'll make them for you, you know?
Yeah, and I can make them in any configuration you want, any height, any width, any
And he makes them for Carrera. He makes them for Scale Electrics. I mean, Fly.
I custom make the little housing for the Carrera, so you can do away with that crappy Carrera guide.
Right. I mean, it's mind-blowing the stuff he's making right now and how good the quality is. Like, we hardly ever break guide flags anymore.
Another thing is the guide flags are not foolproof, which is nice because in magnet racing, if you guys do magnet racing a lot, you'll understand that when you put like a slotting plus guide flag in, for instance, they're a great guide flag, but they're more durable than your stock chassis. So if you go in the corner too hard with a magnet car and it gets sideways, the force can be so tremendous that the guide flag won't break. It will break the chassis. So now you've got to put a housing in. You've got a lot of repair. It's an extensive modding, process. Where with mine, you will snap a guide flag before you snap a chassis, which it's much easier to replace a $1 or $2 guide flag than it is to replace all that modding in a chassis. Not to mention, I do all my in-house wheels. I design all the wheels. They're designed based off the factory wheels, so they look almost exactly like the factory wheels, like the Fly Classics, any kind of wheel. And I also make a solid blank housing, and then I do all my own wheel inserts, so you can have any style wheel. But I also true them on the lathe. We have a lathe, and they are perfect. They are just as smooth as an aluminum wheel, except they're a gram less than aluminum wheel. I've raced slot cars that I've set up with aluminum wheels that run, for instance, a 475 in one of our lanes, and I'll put a set of my wheels on the back of that same car, and it'll run a 460. I mean, it'll shave 1/10 and a half off just with plastic wheels that are true. Plastic wheels are actually faster. A lot of people don't realize that.
And something I've noticed from all the years I've been coming is when you started replacing the axles and the wheels in our cars, the racing really picked up a lot of momentum and speed because the cars drove better. I mean, if you think about it, when you balance the tires on your real car, it's sitting out here doing this. That's not good for making that car go around that track smooth. So when he puts that new axle and that new rear end or new front end on there, it makes it so smooth that the cars go around the turns better. You don't need as much motor a lot of times because the cars are handling so much better now too.
I mean, on this track, especially with 17 turns, motor is the least thing you want. A lot of guys will try to find the best 18K motor, because we run pretty much stock 18K motors in everything. They run great and they're very consistent. And guys will, how you'll run through your motor box and you'll find that best motor. Well, some of my fastest cars are the medium to slower motors. I just dog everybody because the turn speed is where it's at. And if you're having a hard time getting in and out of the corner with too much speed, you're going to lose.
Now, Mike has one of the absolute best collections of slot cars I've ever seen. And I'm going to hit him with a question right now that I don't know if he's ready for. But if the house is burning down tomorrow, Mike, you get to say 5 cars out of your collection. What 5 are they? And this guy's got hundreds of these things, so...
Thousands.
Thousands, yeah. What car would you save out of this collection?
Well, if the house is burning, I'm going to burn with it.
You're going to burn with it. All right, fine. You have to live through it. What cars are you keeping?
Well, obviously the hippie Porsche set.
Yeah.
The 917s, the Martini Fly Longtail is another one. I love the Ninco Classics, but the white Corvette up there is one of my favorites.
The number 12?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a good looking car.
That was one that's very hard to get and very rare. There's just so many. I don't know how you could pick 5. I mean,
his Trans Am collection, just in general, all the Camaros and,
that's
the
where it started.
and...
That's how it started for me, was the Trans Am cars. I mean, I got so addicted to them that...
I'd have to go over there to like all of your Porsches and just pull all of them off the
Yeah,
wall. I'd be
it's
like,
just-
no, none of these.
Yeah, I mean, well, I've got a 908 over there, that number 47, the shell colors. That's a rare car, and it's one of my favorites. I don't know why. That paint job looks good. That's why I copied the one in the infield there.
Yeah.
Because I love that paint scheme. And that other 917, the white with the yellow and the red, the number 8. God, there's just too many. I can't.
Can't keep up with it.
You've hurt me. I can't pick a favorite.
I get it. And I've got a wall of them at home too. It's all his fault. And you've seen where it's gotten me. I've been building my own track now. Now we're talking about building a building to put this in. It's ridiculous, guys.
Well, if anybody out there listening is into 32nd scale slot cars, you've got the same problem we've got.
Yeah. And, maybe we'll check out some other tracks around here. I know we have a gentleman that drives with us named Tom. He's got a track too. Maybe we can go down there and visit him sometime.
Yeah, Tom Eiler's over on Clearwater.
Yeah, and what's it called? Suncoast Speedway, I think?
Suncoast Speedway. He's
So,
got a Facebook page.
If you guys enjoy this, go check out Tom's track too. Yeah, Suncoast Speedways. He's got a Facebook group.
Yeah, and if anybody's interested in chassis or anything like that, you can come to our Facebook page. It's Slotrax Racing. We'll put a link up for that.
It'll be down in the description of this video, and yeah.
You can message me and we can get together. In fact, today I just shipped out 4 chassis to a man in Japan. We're selling all over the country right now, just a few people here and there. There's some people in Michigan, a guy in Jacksonville, a guy in North Carolina, one in New York. So yeah, there's a lot of people using my stuff now.
Well, guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. It's something a little bit different. We're out here visiting some slot tracks, going around, checking out some cool cars. And if you enjoyed this, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button that's over there. That way, this video goes out to more of our slot car brothers. And until next time, Mike, thank you so much for having us out today. I really appreciate it. Till your next day off, everybody. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Mike's so awkward.